into professional sports and especially at a high level. 1%, 2%, a 3% improvement is a large marker. All of them are at 80% to 90%, and therefore that 2% plus 3% that you can bring to it is what sets it apart from the rest. For us, the relationship with professional sport has been key in our path, mixing the physical activity and stretcher treatment. We were among the first to be able to take all that area to the sports world. The athlete for us, who is also just another patient, it gives us the competitive demand, the recovery processes. The athlete himself, who genetically is very different, it gives us a lot of learning, gives us a brutal learning experience that we then take to the regular patient. In this case with Nesa technology, as I am saying, the patient needs faster recovery processes, and by being able to enter into these neurological processes with Nesa, that provides us with that quality of sleep, makes the repair of their efforts during the day is greater, that these processes of fatigue we are able to eliminate in a slightly faster way. And for me, speed is not the only goals, it's the quality you get that allows you to have less time, that damage to your body. Thinking that an athlete for being an athlete and for being at that competitive level is at 100% of his capacity, is a mistake. It's wrong. We can have an athlete that makes a lot of difference, but that genetically I still has a margin of improvement of 20%, and the other non-athletes, that they are at 100% and never reach even 50% of an athlete's performance. And, well, on that basis we have been creating a very broad structure with different types of techniques to approach the same injury. But it is true that we have been expanding all those other treatments that support us in a technological way. For us, Nesa, which is one of the latest acquisitions we have had, for me specifically as a project leader, it is a radical change in our direction. We come from a world where we are advancing in the processes. 20 years ago, when we started, what mattered most to us was the solution of this anatomical problem. From there we go on to realize that all these biological and anatomical processes generate a dysfunction, a functional limitation, a mobility deficit, a muscular atrophy. And the part that we have never been able to measure or detect, which is the neuromotor and neuronal part. A technology such as Nesa appears to help us in the treatment of something that could be valued before, having the capacity to modify, regulate, and stabilize the central nervous system that has been affected. The truth is that it is a clear game changer. For me, success is knowing how to learn from mistakes. We are in a profession where if you make a mistake, if you don't learn, you will make it again. When you win, everything goes well. You don't have any kind of learning because it's like everything you've done is well done, and certainly there is something you could have done better. So, success is such a relative thing. For me, success is to keep, 20 years later, being able to provide my services. We can continue to learn. It is to keep learning in order to being able to give the best treatment for the patient that walk through the door tomorrow.